Good morning, everyone. So today we're going to talk about estrogen conversion, gyno, pretty much what everyone deals with in a anabolic cycle, right? Now, with this being said, you will see this a lot with anabolics that aromatize, but you also see gyno with teenagers that go through puberty if their hormones are kind of not where they need to be, too high of testosterone levels. I have seen gyno in young teens. It's rare, but it does happen, so we need to talk about this. Now, if you are just doing an anabolic cycle and you want to prevent gyno and you want to keep your estrogen conversion down, the best thing you can do is take Aromacin, or you can take Arimidex. Arimidex is the most common. Now, if you're already seeing gyno during your anabolic cycle, I would highly recommend just taking Letrozole, but taking it very sparingly. And I mean, Letrozole usually comes in a 2.5 milligram pill. I would take half of that, and I would take it pretty much every 3 days. Probably for a week if you have a hardness behind your nipple, and then see where you're at and see if you need to take any more after that. You want to take it very sparingly because you can crash your estrogen, and crashing your estrogen is about the worst thing you can do to a male. It's pretty much like being castrated. Imagine your libido completely on the floor, non-existent, because that's how you're going to feel. Now, if you have a teenager and he's seeing gyno behind the nipple, his nipples basically itch, you can feel hardness behind the nipple, I would recommend getting Letrozole and using it, like I said, very sparingly, especially with a teenager. I would probably recommend just going to the doctor with a teenager, but if the teenager doesn't have insurance, which he should, then doing a little bit of Letrozole and moving to an Arimidex would be wise. Now, if you're doing an anabolic cycle, now say you have gyno that's within the last year and you want to get rid of it, or say you have old gyno. Now, just understand with older gyno from your teens, you're not going to be able to get rid of all of it, but you might be able to get rid of some of it with a cycle of Letrozole and Raloxifene. There is a protocol out there that is common, but a lot of people don't know about it, where you take low dosage Letrozole and Raloxifene to basically get rid of it. Now, with Letrozole, it's an estrogen killer. It's very strong. So I'm going to say this many times in this video. You have to be Letrozole. Aromacin and Arimidex, especially Arimidex, you don't have to be careful with that. Now, one of the only anabolics that will actually help keep the estrogen sides to a minimum during an anabolic cycle is known as Masteron. Masteron is a very good anabolic that is good for building lean, dense muscle tissue. I love Masteron. It helps keep the estrogen sides down, but do not treat it as an actual estrogen blocker. Don't think that it's going to be like Aromacin. Don't think it's going to be anything like Letrozole or Raloxifene. Don't think it's going to be anything like that, but think that it will help you with estrogen sides. That's why people use it with Trenbolone and Deca MPP, because it helps keep the estrogen sides down. So I'm not going to go over the actual protocol for Raloxifene and Letrozole to get rid of gyno. If you need that information, email me and we can talk about that protocol. So basically, I just wanted to talk about estrogen in the male body, especially during anabolic cycles and preteen and teenage years. If you have old gyno and you do the Raloxifene and Letrozole protocol and you still have a little bit gyno left, you can wait some time and you can try it again, probably about 4 months later, 6 months later. Or you can just go for the surgery. Since you got the gyno down to a minimum, I'm sure the surgery would be cheaper. But understand that the cheapest I have seen the actual gyno surgery, where they pull out all the lymph nodes behind your breast tissue, the cheapest I have seen it is $3,000. Understand that it is a cosmetic plastic surgery. You're not going to get it covered by your insurance unless you have really good insurance and you claim that it really messes with you mentally. You have to claim that it messes with your anxiety, like in public, basically. That's how I would approach that. It's a cosmetic surgery. You're going to need a plastic surgeon, and understand that it could be up to $10,000, sometimes even more, depends. But I would say $3,000 to $10,000 is going to be the normal amount of money for that surgery. And if you have gyno, it's actually would be very worth getting that surgery done. And then once you have that surgery, you never have to worry about gyno ever again. That's the beauty of it. If you're a bodybuilder and you have that surgery done, you never have to worry about gyno ever again in your life. I mean, you still have to worry about getting estrogen and having, high estrogen, but you don't have to worry about getting gyno in that area. That's the beauty of it, so you don't have to be crazy about controlling your estrogen. You can do an anabolic cycle, take a little bit of Romacin, take Masteron, and then post cycle, you're going to want to get some blood work done, see where your estrogen is, and then, try to keep it around the 30 nanograms. That actual range, around 30, I think is perfect for males. Now, I hope you guys learned something. If you have any more questions, just email me at info@parentfitness.com. I mean, any questions at all. You need coaching. You want me to help you with this protocol. You have gyno that you've had within the year and you want me to help you get rid of it. Or you have old gyno and you want me to help you get rid of it. And then you can see about getting a surgery, down the road. Any of those questions or any of the help you need, just email me. Feel free to email me. I'm willing to help you. I'm willing to work with you. All right, guys, thank you for listening to this video. Thank you for watching. God bless and take care.